Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Fallout 2. So we're here in Reading at the moment, trying to sort of get to grips with what exactly is going on here. Okay, howdy, my name is Athabasca Dick. Most people around here call me Dick. Of course, there's some what calls me Athabasca. Mostly they just call me Dick though. Hey Dick, what's going on in town there? Same old thing mostly. All of us miners working just enough to get our next flight on jets. Let me ask you something. What do you do here? I work a spell now and then here at the Morning Star. They can always use experienced help. Let me ask something else. Hearing the interesting rumours. Well, not much lately except them gold dang Wanamingos. Wantamongos? What the heck is that about? You're telling me you ain't never heard of the Wanamingos? Well, no, I've never heard of anything like that. Tell me about it. Well, some say they were here before the A-bombs, H-bombs and all what else hit. Others say they were genetically engineered as weapons, and there's some what says that they're from a whole different planet. What are they? What are they? Who cares where they came from? Just tell me what they are. Well, I don't rightly know what they are exactly, but I can tell you this: they shut down the Wanamingo mine just west of town a few years back. The Wanamingo mine? Yep, the Great Wanamingo was the richest strike in these parts too. But now nobody'll go near it. Heck, you could even buy it from Escorti if you want to, but nobody will. I could buy it. Is it worth anything? Well, not right now it ain't. Haven't you heard anything I've said? It's filled with them damn Wanamingos. But if someone wants to clean out the place, well, that'd be a Brahmin of a different colour. Heck, you wouldn't even have to kill them all. What do you mean? Well, there's some stuff in there that the owners of the Morning Star and the Cocoweef mines here in town would sure pay a pretty penny for. What kind of stuff? Well, you see, mines used to be dug out by big machines. Heck, those machines are built to the last. Most mines got big diggers, and here's the money question. The dang little control chips weren't made so tough. Neither mine's got a chip that works. And the more parts there are, the more there is to break. I understand what you're getting at here. Now, what I'm saying is that either mine owner would pay for one of those digger control chips. Heck, if they had a working machine and the other mine doesn't, they'd shut the other mine down or buy him out in no time. But nobody knows where to get them then. Speak G out of your dang ears. I told you where to look for the damn chip. Ain't you been listening to a word I said? The Wanamingo mine has machines, and they were working till the time the mine got shut down. Probably still chips down there, just waiting for someone to come along to take them. Tell me about those Wanamingos. Well, you see, here's the God's honest truth. I know someone who saw one up close. It was with huge fangs that it uses. More time passes. And what your head snaps up with some. Must have been dozing. So now you know. The slaves that used to work the mine blew up the dynamite stores and escaped rather than face those Wanamingos. Shut down the mine right after, and nobody went back. Where did you say the Great Wanamingo mine is? Just west of town, but I heard that some of the Wanamingos been coming out into the town lately at night, so maybe you won't have to go out there to see him. Yeah. Let me see, is there anything else? What's at the basket mean? Athabasca. That's not so damn hard to say, is it? Criminy. That's just my nickname. Do you really want to know how I got the nickname? Not really. Okay. What do you do here? I understand. Right, okay. So those mines apparently have something in them called Wanamingos, which is the mine that your man was trying to sell me. Now I want to give Vic, some armor. begin with. I'm gonna give him that, get him to put it on. I don't know what to do about actual gear, mind you, as in weaponry. I'll get him to use the best armor anyway. So he's got his leather jacket on. So the best thing that I can really give him at the moment is the prod along with the ammo for the prod. So I'm gonna get him to equip the prod. Combat control. And use best weapon. You've got a weapon. It's called a fucking prod. Fine, if you're not gonna fucking use it, then I'll just take it back. For fuck's sake, why won't he use it? Let me see. I need to talk about your gear. I need to know what kind of weapons you use. Well, boss, I'm pretty good with small arms. I can handle almost any rifle, shotgun, and small medium pistols. Whoa! I can use knives. I've also got pretty good throwing arm, but my aim's not the best in the world. Actually, it's pretty horrible. Sorry, boss. I'm really trying to get better. Thanks for that. Whoa! I don't know what the fuck happened just there. Right. So this is the saloon. It's still taking effect on a couple of things. Tippler, sorry. Tippler. You see a man with a cold drink in his hand. You see a rather worn-looking woman. Hello there, sailor. Come here often? You come here to visit with Fanny Mae? Really? Yeah, I'm here to visit you. Well, aren't you sweet? Acting so bashful and all. It's going to cost you for a visit with me, sugar. No. Thanks for the offer, but maybe another time. Fuck's sake. Tippler. You see a gentleman. This gentleman looks very happy. Okay. You see a tired woman who might have been quite a looker when she was younger. Hello there, I'm Lou, owner of the Malamute Saloon, finest house north of San Fran. Hello Lou, I'm interested in getting something. What can I do for you? Want an empty bed? A full one? Maybe some booze or other goods? Doesn't matter goods. Here, let me ask you something else. Have you ever heard of something called the Garden of Eden Creation Kit? Can't really say that I've ever heard of one of those before. What is it? Well, it's a device used to, It's just something I'm looking for. Tell me something else. What's going on in this town? Well, mostly we mine gold ore here and trade it to the other areas. You mine gold ore here? Yep. In the north part of town alone, there are 2 working mines. You said that you can trade the ore. Well, we trade gold ore to Vault City in return for medical supplies. We trade ore to the New Californian Republic in return for fresh Brahmin and other, fuck's sake, victuals, and we trade gold for drugs and booze. Okay. What's a Malamute? A big dog. Okay, I see. Of course, that's all I really want to know, thanks. I don't know why it's doing that. I really genuinely don't know why it's doing that. It's the first time that's happened. Let's see if there's anything on the shelving. There's nothing there. It seems to be taking effect on fucking everything. But not to worry. These things happen. There ain't diddly squat I can do about it. Okay, let's have a look in the office. Let's see what we can find. Rot gut. Very strong liquor or cleaning fluid, you decide. Yeah, I'd rather not. There's 21 bits of money there. Apart from that, nothing else in that room. There's probably not going to be anything in any of the rooms, but sure, it's worth having a look anyway. But you just never know. Oh, there's an outdoorsman book there. That'll be handy. Knife. Okay. Well, at least there's a few bits. Maybe not a lot. I could do with getting a Vika sidearm. Probably a pistol or something. Rock. Well, that's not worth anything to me. Alright, we'll move on. There's an old guy over here. I don't know whether he'll chat to me at all. Oh, Sulik. You're in me way, bro. Okay, let's see. I don't really have any jobs here yet. I don't think so anyway. Let me see. Status. No. Nothing. Surprised. It's a bit strange. What is that? You see a local man. So then I says, man, he's just talking shite. Right, we'll head up north, see what's going on up here. Okay. You see a mine worker here. You see a woman who probably works in the mines. Mole rats. You see a mine worker. Hiya. See a gruff looking woman with a big smile. You can't get there. Well, let's talk to this gruff looking woman with a big smile. Hey there. See you at the coral, otherwise get out of here. Right, I'm gonna save here because it's been a while since I've saved on this spot. People just don't, as I said before, people just don't seem to give a shit that I'm here taking their stuff. Right, what's with all the mole rats, I wonder? What the hell is supposed to be going on here? See a woman from Reading. Hey, first time in Reading, huh? See a person watching the ring. There goes a week's wages again. Person looks excited. That's a lot of dead mole rats. The mole rat mambo. I'm not quite sure what that's all about. Right, let's have a look in here and see. This is just a bathroom. Morningstar Mine. Caravan office, eh? I wonder can I get a caravan job for me and my compadres. You see this man is relaxing in his home. You see a tall man with a huge misshaped belly. What are you gawking at? I'm always going to save before I go doing anything kind of reckless, such as taking stuff. Oh, there's a hammer there. Some dynamite. Always comes in handy. A wrench and a shovel. Well, I'll take it. Crowbar and another hammer. Another one. It's all money. And some jetting rope. It's quite annoying that. I'm not sure if you'll actually see it on the recording, but it's been going a little bit crazy. You see a short barrel-chested man with a full dark beard. He's covered in rock dust. Hello there, my name's Dangerous Dan McGrew. I run the Morningstar Mine here. What can I do for you? What do you mine here? We mine gold. Everybody wants it too. Send it all the way to Vault City, New Reno, and even down to the NCR. You might say that Reading has something for everyone. That keeps us independent. Nice to be so well liked. Have you ever heard about something called a Garden of Eden Creation Kit? Never heard of something like that? I tend to find my Eden in Lou's sweet arms. Okay. Isn't Lou a guy's name? It is when it isn't short for Louisa, like my Lou's sis. She runs the Malamute Saloon here in town. Hey, just what are you getting at anyway? Nothing, Dan. Nothing, just figuring out something, that's all. Why did I call you dangerous, Dan McGrew? Because I'm nothing but the biggest, toughest, mind-crawling, gully-wumping, snake-eating buck in these here parts. Dangerous Dan McGrew. That's me, alright. Okay. What's going on in town lately? Well, one thing's for sure, I could use a new control chip for an excavator machine. A new excavator, what's that? I've got a big pre-war excavator all ready to run, but it's got a problem, no brains. I'd like to say that it's got plenty of company in this town, but instead I'll say, what do you mean? Its control chip burnt out, and it's not like I can order a new one, but I know where one is. Be willing to pay 1,000 for it. Fucking thing. Where is it? It's in the Great Wanamingo mine just west of town. Down inside the mine there's a great big mining machine. You can't hardly miss it. The chip's in that machine. You just need to yank it out and bring it to me. If you need it so bad, why haven't you gone on yourself? Plenty of reasons, much as I'm hungry and nasty. Wanamingo mine's just chock full of hungry Wanamingos. What the hell's a Wanamingo? It's just the orniest, nastiest, most vicious critter I think I've ever seen. It's got teeth 4 inches long. Oh, I mean 14 inches long. But I think you can handle it. That's right. You do that, 1,000 isn't chump change. I'll think it over. I could always use the extra cash. Thanks for the tip. Now it goes back. I don't know what is going on. Never happened before here, so I'm not quite sure. Okay, the last... What saloon? Wasp? I don't know, we'll go and have a look. You see a coffin table. You see a fridge. Well, there's only got a few guano bits in it. You see a tall, thin man looking at your prison. Hello, friend. My name's Josh Lawrence. I own this place. What is this place exactly? This is the Last Gasp Saloon and Funeral Parlour. A full-service establishment. Bottle to grave is our motto. That seems a bit bizarre combination, Josh. That it is, but I couldn't make ends meet just burying people. You might say where business was dead. Oh, it was a grave matter. So I undertook the job of fixing up my place to sell drinks soon. I'm almost afraid to ask anything else, but I guess I will anyway. What's going on in town lately? Well, not a whole lot that I pay attention to. Most of my business is kind of quiet still, as the grave, you might say. Although lately that doesn't mean so much. What do you mean? I've been spending time burying people in the graveyard next door. Some or something keeps digging them up. Don't know why. I mean, it ain't like they have anything valuable on them. The graves are being excavated. Well, I ain't never seen nothing, but every week or so one or another of the graves is all pawed and half dug up. Like, don't really know what to do with that. What would do that? That's strange. Disturbing is what it is. Now miners are telling me that they'd rather rest out their final days here inside rather than get planted only to be pulled back up like an overripe turnip. Hell, I wouldn't mind saving the cute ones inside. But not everyone. I don't know what to do about it at all. What a pleasant image that is. I'm sure I'll wake up in a cold sweat thinking about that one. Let me ask you something else. Nothing right now. So shit's been digging up the old graves, eh? Let's see. Reading. Find the excavator chip. Okay. Let's continue on going this way. That's the Cocoa West mine. You see a woman from Reading. You see a local man. Why is the well all boarded up? I'm gonna come back to this. Not quite sure exactly what's going on. What the? How does that even make sense? Oh well. Right, we got the caravan service here. The caravan office. Well, hello there, I'm James Hoffy, but usually people just call me Jimmy. I organise the caravans around here. Are there any caravans ready to go out? That I don't know, you'd have to ask the caravan drivers. You can usually find a caravan here on the 1st, 11th and 21st of each month. Real neat and tidy that way, you see here, this is the way it works. When a caravan's in town looking for help, the caravan master has his tent set up here just south of my castle. Real neat and tidy way. Your castle, what do you mean? Well, what else is a man's home? Sheesh, were you brought up in a tent or something? Actually, I was. Oh yeah, well, I guess that explains things then. A lot of things. Hey, now that we've straightened that out, let me ask you something. Where do the caravans usually go? We run caravans all over the frickin' place. Let me tell you, we've got gold ore going out to Vault City, we've got some going out to New Arena, ooh la la, if you know what I mean. And we've even got some going to those prizzy bastards in the NRC. What can you tell me about Vault City? Vault City, Jimmy spits disdainfully. Yeah, I'll tell you about those sons of bitches. Fucking bastards are too good for the rest of us. They only trade medicine to get us because they need our gold, otherwise they'd just let us all rot. I wouldn't spend too much time there, kid. But if you want to see it, Ben Wade heads out from there on the 1st of every month. What can you tell me about New Arena? Now that's a town, just make sure you keep your wits about you and your gun handy. Lots of fighting going on there. If those families ever work together on something, then New Arena would be really be a power to be reckoned with. But the way it is, pfft, you'd want to get there, join up with Savinelli. He leaves here on the 21st of each month. What about New York, or the New California Republic is just full of self-righteous sons of bitches. They've got everything down their way, all straightened out, all right. A little too straight. They're as self-righteous as a bunch as you could ever meet. Stanwell runs the caravan from here to the NRC on the 11th of each month. Thanks. Heard any news from around town? Yeah, I hear that they got some newbie going, scrunging around the wannabe mines for an old part. Well, that newbie is me. No problem at all. You know that you're messing around with politics with that, don't you? What do you mean? Well, whichever mine owner you give the chip to is going to do real well with it. Well enough to put other mines out of business. And, well, if the mine you give the chip to happens to be the qualified mine, then we're going to be a lot more jet in town. If you give the chip to Dan McGruver over the Mornings there, we're going to see a lot of those NRC pukes nosing around instead. Either way, someone wins, someone loses. If I didn't know someone else... okay. You ever heard of a thing called the Garden of Creation Kit? A Garden of Eden Creation Kit, I don't know for certain, except I know we don't have one of them here. You might want to try a vault. There's supposed to be all kinds of technological stuff. I suppose I'll try that, let me see. Right, I was just looking around. That's really annoying how that keeps happening. Who's that? A local woman. Okay. A random townsperson. Right, okay then. So, there are caravans running. That's a good start. So at least we know that we can go on caravan runs from Reading here. What date is it actually? It's the 15th, so there'll be one running in the next couple of days. Which would be pretty good, if you ask me. Right, where's next? The Cocoa Leaf Mine. Right, let's have a look, shall we? Right, so we're going to the Cocoa Leaf Mine and see what they have to say for themselves. If anything at all. Okay, local woman. This man looks as though he lives here. So this is obviously just the worker's house, obviously. Well, can call it much of a worker's house, but still. Right, transport. What are you looking at? Right. Shall we go in here? This must be the main office then. Right. Let me see. Okay, mine worker. See a burly middle-aged woman covered with rock dust. Have any luck getting that excavator chip? If I had it, you'd be the first to know. Yeah, geez, thanks. I'm getting all warm and cuddly feeling. So, what do you want? I want to ask you something. What do you mine here? Gold, of course. We mine it right here at Cocoa Reef, and then ship it to Falls City, New Reno, and the New California Republics. You send it all over the place? Sure do. Everyone likes gold. You should talk to the caravan master James Hoffey if you're real curious about it. Let me ask you something else. Have you ever heard of Garden Creation Kit? Sounds pretty impressive. If I had something like that, you sure wouldn't find me grubbing around in the dirt to make ends meet, now would you? I guess not. Are you a Reading native? Heck no, I was born way up north, right on the edge of the lake. Lake Labarge it was. Never heard of that. Let me see. You know of any jobs or anything else going on around here? Well, there's always rumours, but I do have something that needs doing. Tell me about the rumours. Well, there's always the usual rumours about Reading being taken over, or about Wanamingos coming out of the graveyard at night. Heck, someone even said they saw some kind of flying machine go overhead a few months ago. What'd you hear about the takeover? Well, people always talk about Vault City taking over to get our gold, or one of the families in New Reno getting everybody hooked on their dope in order to take over, or even the NCR wanting to annex us. I'll tell you, the NCR is our best bet, but they're all just out for our gold. Reading's still independent so far. What about our rumours? What's a Wanamingo? Wanamingo is just a single ornearist critter there is. Tall as two men, stronger than a bull Brahmin, and with flapping suckers instead of arms. Can't be hurt with guns neither. Supposedly Injuns call him up for revenge on white man for what the war did. I don't put much stock in that though. A flying machine? Oh yeah, well a couple of miners were flying a bit themselves, jetting around if you catch my drift, a while back. They swore up and down that they saw a ship fly past going southwest. I guess people talk about the same kind of stuff everywhere. Tell me about something else. Looking okay, so they're obviously looking for it. They want that chip as well. Another outdoorsman book. The hell is that? Rogan rum. Roentgen rum. Let's have a look in here, shall we? In the first one, people actually gave a damn if you robbed them, but in this one, they don't. They're just like, sure, he's just robbing the place. Ah, sure, we'll just let him at it. Okay. Is there really anywhere else that needs to be explored? There's metal door here. Out of order sign. Huh. Well, there's obviously nothing here. Let's see. Where's my karma at the moment? 323. We would dig up a few graves. It's in my nature after all. See what we can find. I know I shouldn't do this shit, but that was quick. And there was nothing in that one. Probably not going to be much, because your man in the Undertaker said that there wasn't anything of value in them. So I'm gonna dig maybe 2 more, and if there's nothing in them I might just leave it. Because it is going to lower my karma, it always does. I think it lowers it by 5 points per grave. If I remember correctly, it's 5 points per grave. Karma decrease. Just as well, I'm a nice guy in general. Otherwise I'd be considered evil by now. Ah, fuck it, there's only 3 left. There's probably not going to be anything in there. I'm probably wasting my time here, but... Sure, if that's the case, it's the fucking case. Okay, there's nothing in there. I am really wasting my karma here and my time. Sulek, don't you be looking at me like that. These two not get along or something? I said that one. I'm wasting my time here, aren't I, really? I really am wasting my time here, but still. And feckin'... Why does it bug out so much when it comes to feckin' graves? You know what, I'm not even gonna dig that last one, fuck it. I'm just gonna leave it. That's my karma at now. Yeah. It's at 293 defender. Still a grave digger. Okay. Let me see what we got here. Another out of order. Sign, okay. Mole Rat Mumble. Right, we'll go over to the west here. So we see what we can find. There's a few rats around and that. What way am I? Right, what I am going to do... Really? Does this thing really want to do this? Whoa. Did that really just happen? I may give Vic a gun. What? Why is it so crappy? It's not like I'm... And then I go and I shoot Vic instead. Right, okay. Meow. Meow. Right. That's it, get stuck in there. Right, what I'm gonna do is... Jesus Christ, this is a tough big rat. There we go, that's more like it. Right, I'm going to go back up to the den because there doesn't seem to be much in the way of a store here where I can actually like buy weapons and that. And I am going to get my hands on a gun for Vic because he specializes in small arms, rifles, pistols, things like that. So I'm going to go back to the den, and Toby should have one there. And along with that, I'm hoping that with what stuff I've gathered here, I should be able to get enough money together in order to buy the licensing for the mines. And then sure, we'll clear out the mines, and then your man will give me... The mayor said that he'd... oh, fuck. Right, I'm not going to survive this because I'm not in top health, so I'm just going to just reload. There's no way that we'd survive that, the three of us. Not in our current states. Right, so we're going back to the den. Ah, shit. Come across a group of robbers. Fantastic, this is all I fucking need. Right, bring out the pain. Next. Ow. 8 for 20 damage, for fuck's sake. And then Vic gets fucking clobbered. Go, Vic, go. Nah, we're gonna get destroyed here. Ah.
Rest in peace, Chosen.
Fuck's sake. I really need to get tougher armor. For all of us. I mean, my armor is...
Once again my spirit touches you from the void. Chosen, our crops fail, our reserves are meager. Return to us with the Gek. Your failure is our last light.
Okay. Does that mean I am actually on a timer? Because if I am, I should have a fucking timer somewhere. But I hope I'm not on a timer. I might have to look into that actually. I shouldn't be. I don't know whether it's just something that they added in for the sheer crack of it. I don't know. Okay, let me see here. Right, so they're all wearing jackets anyway. So that's a start. Oh, Jesus Christ, that does Regal's a fucking fortune. Right, okay. Let's get rid of some of this crap and see what we can do here. Jet. Dynamite might come in handy. I might hold on to the dynamite for now. Beer. Give you that. Give you that. Give you that gut rot shit. Give him that. I want to get some ammo as well. Do you have much in the way of ammo? Not a lot. Man, jet seems to be a big thing here around this area of the wasteland. Okay, I don't really have much else to give him, do I? I've got that there. And he's got some money too. Right, so he's 10 over, so I'll take back 10. And we'll leave it at that. Now, what's my money now? Okay, so my money's up to 891. Would be nice if it was maybe a little bit higher, but what can I do? Okay, so we're gonna give Vic the gun. I need to talk about your gear. What weapons? I need you to remove the armor that you're wearing. What kind of weapons do you use? Like I said, boss ever for small arms. I can handle almost any rifle, shotgun, and most of those small to medium pistols. If you're really in a pinch, I can try using a knife for throwing weapons. Okay. So trade with him. And I'll give him the gun. And I'll give him 2 lots of ammo. That should do him for now. So that's 36 shots he's got. There's a lot more to this Fallout than there was to the other one. There we go. Okay. Right, let's mosey on. So we're going to head back to Reading. There's not really an awful lot more to do in Reading. I really don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna go to Reading for now, and we'll see what happens. I'll go to that mine next. So we've got downtown, you've got the mining camp, and then you've got the Great Wanamingo mines. Right, well, we've got downtown. We'll start in downtown and go from here. Right, so everybody's got a weapon now. That's definitely a start. I just hope that Vic is sort of half decent with the bloody gun and he doesn't go wasting ammunition. Okay, I'm just at the other side of this area here now. Really? A rat. Shit! Bollocks! I didn't mean to hit Vic. I meant to shoot the rat, not Vic. God damn it. What a pain in the ass. Right, we'll go to the Great Wanamingo mines, which is correct here. Right, I'm gonna save here, guys, and I'm gonna leave it here for this part, and then the next part we're gonna have a look in this Wanamingo mines and see what we can find. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and as always, fuck. Right, I'm gonna have to kill this rat first. Fucking rats disturbing me as I'm about to finish. Assholes. Really? God damn it. Right, I'm just gonna save here and just end it there. So once again, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and as always, I will see you in the next one. Thank you and have fun.